And maybe that's our problem.
My name is Joanne, and I'm just a concerned citizen. I hate to correct this gentleman, but I just read today on the White House website that it's more than almost 70 million people who have at one time or another, as he's saying, been without insurance because of all the people who are losing their insurance when they're losing their employment, or their employers are dropping the insurance because it's gotten so expensive. I personally went 13 years without insurance because I was in an auto accident 13 years ago and had no insurance. I couldn't seek care for some of my ongoing injuries after my State Farm insurance stopped paying for the 3 years that they cover for you. And recently I discovered that I have to have major surgery on my left shoulder because rotator cuff tears never heal. I have tendinitis, bursitis, arthritis, and probably a lot of other itises in my arm, but it's become almost useless to me. And if I had had insurance, I would have gotten the care that I needed to have, and I wouldn't have gone with all the pain that I've gone through all these years. One of the men that was in the film talked about the grinding of his teeth because he was in pain all the time. I slept not a good night's sleep for I can't tell how many years, but I have 5 crowns in my mouth now because of the teeth that I've broken from punching my teeth from pain. And, you know, if you're on even any of the state plans or Medicare, they don't cover dental work. So that's one of the problems with our healthcare system, is that we have a lot of people who don't get care that they need because one way or the other, they're not covered. And what we have now is not working. It isn't working. It costs us far more money than it does in other countries to take care of our citizens, and we don't take care of them as well as other countries do.
One of the ideas you heard often is that authority follows money. And you follow the dollar, you find out who has control many times, whether it's, no matter what system it is.
Hi, I'm Becky Grindle. I may be a little bit younger than some of you in here, but I've been in the healthcare system for a really long time. And Michiana area, anywhere from a nursing home up to private duty care for a very severe handicapped person. And I'm a nurse. And in all my time in healthcare in the Michiana area, I've never seen anyone refuse health care. And I've been, like I said, many settings. For instance, the emergency room, people will come in there uninsured, taken care of, and usually the hospital will pick up the expenses of the person that has no insurance, and sometimes these people request that you do not give them medicine in the emergency room because it does cost quite a bit for the medicine, and they will ask for a prescription which they'll take to a pharmacy where they can get it for free. That's just one example I know, but also I think the film's a little bit biased. I would say that because I personally don't know of anybody in the U.S. of A. that has gone outside of our country to get health care, including maybe the 5 countries that you might have not, you know, specifically talked about, but I think that's one other thing, and probably this lady who I feel very badly for who's not been taken care of. I'm not sure that she really could go outside of the U.S. of A. and get the care that she needed in another country. That would have to be proven to me. But those are just some of my feelings, and thank you for letting me share.
Thank you for sharing.
My name is Larry. I have wonderful health care coverage through Humana. In this coverage, the government pays Humana something like $900 a month to take care of me. This last year, I used $30 worth of services. Now, the question is not whether a lot of people like their health care, and obviously they do. People like me, you couldn't ask for better health care, but I still see a need and a mandate to change our health care. We cannot afford the health care we have now, no matter how well you like it. It's killing the states, it's killing the federal government. So things have to change. And the way it's got to change, and this steps on a lot of toes, you got to take the profit out of health care, period. We have this huge industry making a lot of money off health care. It didn't used to be this way many years ago. One time I had a little mishap in Petoskey, Michigan, when I was working at the Indian River Inn. A guy jumped on my back, and I went to the hospital in Petoskey, Little Traverse. I was in traction overnight. It cost $40. We used to have an insurance man come around and collect premiums. I think they were $3 a month or something. But anyway, no matter how well you like your health care, the way it is, you're not going to be able to keep getting it. It's going to change. It's got to change. And a lot of people have huge, 20% co-payments today. If they have an operation or something, it's going to sink them. I was involved in the bankruptcy business for 6 or 7 years, and I can tell you that most bankruptcies were caused because of health problems. It was not credit cards. And I wrote letters to Lugar and told him what the real problem was. It wasn't bankruptcies, it was health care. Of course, he ignored it. So anyway, that's about all I have to say, except that you will not be able to maintain the health care you have now under this system, the way we're doing it. And a lot of people can't afford it, even now if they have coverage, because of the copay. And the drugs are out of sight. Come on now, people are going to Canada and other countries to get a break on their drug costs. So there's a lot wrong with the system right now, and it's got to change. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just wanted to comment on what you said, and I missed the point too. I do believe that I don't have to talk, so I can't talk.
Please bring this so I can't talk. Turn the mic. No, but I understand. What we're talking about is possibly $29 billion a year to handle all those people that fall through the cracks. I'm not opposed to that, having some government plan to pay the premiums for that. I just don't want the public option, because if the government takes something over, it's going to turn a healthcare system into a post office, and I don't think anybody wants that. Let's take care of those people that can't take care of themselves. That's all I want to see done, and I really, really want to see that done. And also pre-existing conditions, we have to help people out with those. And tort reform, excuse me, Sharon says tort reform. Yeah, limit those.
I have the speaking stick in my hand. Ha, ha, ha. I talked to a physician who is going to be moving his office to the new St. Joe Hospital complex. And I said, gee, what's going to happen to you physicians when they move set up that wonderful hospital? He says, well, we'll have to move out there and more rent, but of course that's not going to come out of my pocket, but we're going to have more profit. That spoke volumes to me. It was not that we're going to have better facilities to care for the sick and the injured, but when we move, we're going to have more profit. That speaks for itself.